Tell us your opinion then. Is it permissible to pay tax to Caesar or not? They handed him a denarius, and he said, Whose head is this? Whose name? Caesar's, they replied. He then said to them, Very well, give back to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and to God what belongs to God. You are welcome to the saints and the church as we reflect on the readings for the 29th Sunday in Ordinary Time Year A. The readings for the 29th Sunday provide us with deep insight into some important aspects of our spiritual journey. These passages offers valuable insight into our relationship with God and our responsibilities as citizens of both heaven and earth. The first reading from the book of the prophet Isaiah introduces us to the powerful concept of God's actions through earthly rulers. Here, God speaks to Cyrus, the Persian king who conquered Babylon and allowed the Israelites to return to their homeland. This reading reminds us that God can work through unexpected means to achieve His plans. It encourages us to constantly trust in God's providence and not be limited by our own narrow understanding of how things should happen. God's ways are often mysterious. He extends beyond our understanding, yet we can find comfort in knowing that He is always in control, even when events seem perplexing or contradictory. The psalm amplifies the theme of God's kingship and the call to worship Him. It encourages us to enter His presence with praise and thanksgiving. The psalmist extols the beauty and grandeur of creation as a testament to God's majesty. This reading invites us to connect with the natural world as a means of encountering the divine and appreciating His handiwork. In the second reading from the first letter of St. Paul to the Thessalonians, we witness Paul's deep appreciation for the faith and the actions of the Thessalonians. He commends them for their faith, labor of love, and endurance amid persecution. The faith community in Thessalonica serves as an example of how the gospel message can be received with joy, even in the face of adversity. This reading, however, challenges us to reflect on how we live out our faith in our daily lives. Are we truly rooted in faith, expressing love and perseverance, especially in times of adversity? It invites us to examine our own hearts to ensure that our faith is not merely superficial, but an active force that transforms our lives and the lives of others. The Gospel reading from Matthew presents us with the confrontation between Jesus and the Pharisees, who seeks to trap him with a question about paying taxes to Caesar. Jesus' astute response, "Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and to God what belongs to God," is a profound teaching on the separation of earthly and divine realms. It challenges us to discern our dual citizenship as both citizens of worldly kingdom and God's kingdom. That is, being responsible citizens, following the laws of our land, fulfilling our civic duties, and simultaneously discerning and giving to God what belongs to God. That is, our hearts, our lives, our worship. We often grapple with the tensions between our earthly commitment and our spiritual duties. The readings remind us that we can navigate this tension by acknowledging God's ultimate authority, trusting in His plan, and embracing faith, love, and hope as a guiding principle. In our daily lives, we encounter situations that challenge us to discern what belongs to Caesar and what belongs to God. This distinction can be difficult, but through prayer, reflection, and well-formed conscience, we can make choices that honors both our earthly obligations and our divine calling. The readings of the 29th Sunday in Ordinary Time Year A ultimately encourage us to live as people who recognize God's sovereignty, expressing gratitude, worship with joy, and navigate the complexity of our world with a faith that unites our earthly and heavenly citizenship. In doing so, we fulfill our mission as witnesses to the love and truth of Christ in the world.